All right, guys, so here we are at Volkswagen stand here at EAA Munich 2023, and we have behind the brand new ID.7. So Volkswagen promised, Volkswagen deliver, and they promise they will build a whole lineup of ID cars. And here I saw already two models, actually three new models. We have the new kind of ID GTI. It's kind of the same size as ID for all, and we have also the ID for all here, and now we have ID.7. So they have, I think they are one of the unique manufacturers on the market that have almost a full lineup. So they have SUVs, they have sedans. I think the only one that's missing, it's an estate, you know, an electric estate, and I'm looking forward to see that also from a Volkswagen Group. And I saw one from Audi here, is a e-tron Avant that looks just phenomenal, and I have a separate video about it. But today in this video we will talk about this ID.7 that promise a super range. From my point of view, it's incredible. I'll give you some technical data, but I will try to cover it. A lot of people today, it's kind of complicated to cover it perfectly, but I do my best to do it from one take and to show you as many details as possible about the car. So another thing that I noticed here is that Volkswagen have one of the most beautiful stands here. I mean, the way they design it, it's incredible. It's the biggest one, the lightest one, and it's incredible. I mean, the way they design it, it's really beautiful. They really put a lot of work in that to show the car to the people, and I appreciate that, because I saw that Tesla have a very small stand with only one car, and it's not light up properly. And I wish, you know, you come here, people come here to pay and they want to see the cars. And Volkswagen really put a lot of effort in showing that to people like us or like everybody, you know. And for me, I really appreciate that. Now let's talk about the brand new ID.7. And here is this gray color. It's in this gray color that I think it looks gorgeous. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but the car looks extremely good. The front of the car, it's kind of the same. I mean, the lights and the bar LED light in the front look relatively the same with other ID cars. What I see different and a little bit more aggressiveness is on the down part, on the bumper. That looks a little bit more aggressive and different, and I like that. Also, the car aerodynamic, and I see from the front, it looks really nice. I can say it's something extraordinary. Probably will be a sporty version where we will see it a little bit more aggressiveness on the car, but it's kind of a business, simple design from my point of view. I said the only thing that I find it a little bit sportier is this bumper in the front that looks gorgeous. We have some air intakes on the side here, so they improve aerodynamic. The air will go there and float around the car. 6 parking sensors, actually there are 6 sensors. They are used for blind spot technology and all that autopilot system that Volkswagen try to improve more and more. And from the last test I did, it's working great. Some piano black glossy plastic on the down part. Here's the radar for adaptive cruise control, emergency brake, and all that safety features. So they choose not to install it behind the logo up there. Air intakes here, we have some pedals that they are closed and open, depend what the car need to. We have the front camera on the bumper, and then the logo, the new logo on of the Volkswagen. LED bar across the front of the car, and then we have, of course, the high beam, the low beam, adaptive high beam and low beam, and it's incredible. I mean, the design of it and the way it light up, as you probably know from my previous video, Volkswagen, it's really good when it comes to lightning. You can see also it comes with IQ light, by the way, so it's the kind of the latest technology. Up there on the windscreen, the car comes with some cameras. That cameras can read the traffic speed limit. It's working with lane assist, and also you have some sensors for lights and raining. We go to the rims. I try to review it as I can because there are a lot of people here. The rims, rims, we have aero rims to improve the aerodynamic of the car. They look simple and nice on the car. They are business, I should say, the way they look. Also, we have special tires to improve the range and yeah, the economy and the resistance to the road. Again, if I look here inside, we have ventilated brake discs. We have normal brake calipers, 20-inch rims, and I see here we have some plastic to protect this area, to protect this paint of the car in time from rust and stones. And this is a good thing. Even on the downskirt, you can see it's a separate part here that can be replaced, and also this is a good thing. But I will still, if I buy the car, add some paint protection film in this area to protect it for more. Now the mirrors, they are in black. If you see here, the upper part of the car, it's in black, and then you have this down part that comes in gray. So that means the A pillar here, we have some chrome that starts here somewhere under the hood, and then it goes across the car until the back with a little bit of chrome strip, some glossy piano black on the back and on the roof there. So it's really interesting design. So it's a B color, I should say, and also the mirrors are in glossy black. Then we have the turning signals, the camera for 360 degrees camera, because the car comes with 360 degrees camera. Again, we have this Volkswagen logo here on the B pillar on the door, and then we have those handles that are aerodynamic and they are integrated in the door. And here we have an electronic opening on the door, so they are not mechanically. This handle never moves from here. You have a small button there that you can press it, and they use this also on other models. This is the LED on the mirror, and then we have also the LED lights here in the front that replace daylight running lights, you know. Here is the charging port, and I can manage to open it also yesterday. I'm not sure if it's closed because I'm also not able to open the hood to show you what it's under the hood, but my guess is that you don't have any storage space there under the hood. Down here, the downskirt look phenomenal, and I want to close the door a bit. Yeah, and I want to show you the downskirt look just gorgeous in glossy plastic. It looks great. I mean, the lines of it is really nice and it fits really, really well with the car. Then going forward on the back, looking from this angle, you will see also the back of the car. Relatively nice and simple, and it has this business look added to it. It's not a super sporty car, but looks relatively business and nice. What I like very much on the back are the turning signals. They are unique and they come with something new that we never saw before. I mean, in terms of design, free lines, some white inside, some glossy plastic, turning signals, IQ light here, and we have a bar of red light on the rear here, and down here we have LED lights, the camera on the rear, and on the down part, glossy plastic again, and then we have 6 sensors on the rear as well. And then down here again, this glossy plastic all over the bumper in the back. So yeah, it looks simple, it looks nice, and I like the fact that they add some light reflection here in the middle that help in the nighttime to see even better the car. So this is with the back of the car. So now let's try to go inside. So now one more thing that I forget to show you, really interesting, and I like very much the way they design. It's the braking light that they install it really nice on the upper side. This is an element of finesse, of good quality, of something that they put a lot of effort, and it's very nice integrated on the upper side right here. So we have all roof spoiler, everything is clean and straight. There is the antenna, it's also nice, very nice integrated. Tinted windows, of course, and also on the side, quite big window here. I will show you also the visibility when I go inside the car so you can see it. Now I want to open the trunk. ID.7, by the way, it's writing here in a three-dimensional way on the back of the car in the middle. Huge entrance. Actually, in terms of space, it's a huge hatchback. Even though it looks like a sedan, it's a proper hatchback with plenty of space to carry. So this is great, the way they design, and they somehow manage to make it look like a sedan to improve the aerodynamic, but in the same time to give this hatchback entrance with plenty of space. This is the button to close it. You have a manual handle. I like the fact that you have a flat floor here, some plastic at the entrance as well. And then on the left side, we have some hooks here, LED light, hooks in every corner, some storage space. We have also the handle to fold down the seats. This is great. We have a 12-volt port there. And here we have LED lights, handles, again this handle to fold down the seats, and then we have another hook. If you go under the floor here, you have an extra storage, so you can take this out completely and you win around maybe like 10 centimeters, and then you can go even lower and you have some storage space here for cables, and it's a pretty big storage space to put cables or wherever you want to put there, because in electric cars you really need to take your cables with you. You never know what happened in some circumstances. Then you have this protection for the trunk that you can take it out and then you can fit in there much more stuff. and you can see without it, it's relatively big. Then another good thing is the fact that you can fold down this area here so you can carry long items in the same time when you have two passengers in the back. And I guess I'm kind of finished with the trunk. I can't fold the seats to show you guys right now. I hope I will get the car as soon as I can, and then I can show you a completely look of how it looks with the seats folding down. Now, the big question on the rear here, the same as ID lineup, we have drum brakes on the rear, so that's something to keep in mind. But other than that, I don't think it's a downside because they know what they did. They are a little bit lighter, and that's why they were able to improve so much the range of the car. IQ Light also writing on the back, 210 horsepower. We have like consumption 14.83 kilowatt hour. This is great numbers. I can't wait to test it to see. And electric range up to 595 kilometers WLTP. This is crazy. I mean, the range, it's incredible. If those numbers are real, probably you can do in real life 450 kilometer, 400 kilometer without any problem. And ooh, that sounds really great for the car. And they claim also in the city electric range up to 745 kilometer. This is just insane. I mean, it's insane. That means 600, 500 only in the city you can do with the car. So I'm looking really to see this happening in the future. The car price starts at 56,995 euro. And with all these options, the car that we saw it right here, it's 62,650 euro. The weight of the car, 2,221 kilograms. This is important, really important. But if we go a little bit backward, and if you look at the car, it's relatively big. I mean, it's a big car, it's a spacious car, it's a family car. It looks good, but it's quite big, it's quite long. So it's a little bit bigger than I was expected, a little bit bigger than I saw in the picture. Now, let me see if I can find some place to go inside there, but you can see the space right there. The gentleman inside there, it's quite tall. I think it's almost 190 for sure. And you can see already the fact that it stays with a little bit knee, a little bit higher because the battery is under the floor. This is normal for electric cars. I mean, in all electric cars, you will see that happen. I will go also inside and I will show you, I will exemplate that. But in terms of space between the seats in front and the seats down, you see, it's much more space here. So it has no problem. And if you look in the front at the seat is too much on the back, right? It's way too much on the back. Usually the normal position, it's just like that, right? Yeah, let me see this. Yeah, this is the normal position. And you saw how much space it has there. I love the LED light. This is a unique element that I didn't see before in a car. And now Volkswagen really step up the game with this LED. Not only that it comes from the down port, but also on the upper side it has strips of lights. And up here it's stitches and also a blue insertion in this leather. And it seems to be like an LED light. You have the impression that you have an extra LED light up there, and it looks really nice. We have the vents here, really nice, integrated, really clean here in the design of the door, and I like the way they look. Really interesting, and I don't think you can move them. They are quite fixed, and the air will just float up and down the way you set it up on the screen. Soft material everywhere. I like that. This is really nice. And also, if I'm not wrong, there in the front you have another strip of LED light. I don't remember well, but I think it is. Then you have a speaker. You have the speaker on the A pillar. The quality on the roof, it's great. I should say from 1 to 10, I will give it an 8. Also here you have this LED light with the mirror. And also on the upper side here we have SOS button microphones. No glass support. Why is that? I wish to have that glass support. I love that glass support from Volkswagen. And then you have the LED lights. Quite nice. Really good. And also the mirror. Check this out. Nice tiny edges here. Really beautiful. If you look in the back, yeah, we can see the visibility. It's almost impossible, but you can see the seats from this position. Down here in the cup holder, it's for the first time when I do the review here on the right side, you have some storage space that you can also adjust it and change it. But down there, it's a deep space where you can put a lot of items. I mean, a lot of space down here to put your stuff. 2 cup holders, some storage space, wireless charging for your phone. You have 2 USB-C ports right there. And also, if I'm not wrong, you can close this here. Look at this. It looks nice and it feels also good quality. In the middle here, also soft material. This is soft here, this is stable with a little bit of glossy. It looks nice, and you have also a lot of storage space on the down part. So you can add some storage space also here. Let me go to the glove box. Plenty of space also in the glove box there. And also the quality, it's very good. I like it. And also look at those vents here. So from here, the same story. You can actually move them a little bit like that around, but they are clean, they are straight, they look really beautiful and glossy plastic. This is the hazard light button, and then the start stop engine button. It's here on the steering wheel column on the right side, and we have the stalks to go in drive, reverse, and parking here on the steering wheel. Now let's go on the other side. We can talk a little bit about the quality on the door. So I see here we have one piece of glass. This is great because you should have a good visibility. Down here it's also the button, a little bit of glossy piano black. Good quality on the upper side, so we don't have any plastic here on the upper side. This is really good, I like that. Stitches, you have the same blue insertion, and we have the same beautiful ambient light here in the doors. We have Alcantara in this area. We have also here soft material, and down here is the only plastic that we find in this area. And then we have soft material inside here, inside the door storage space. And then here we have the speaker, and then the entrance. You can see the entrance, it's relatively big, but again, as I told you before, plenty of space when it comes to knees. But when it comes to this area, you can see the knees stay a little bit higher because of the battery. But this is normal for all electric cars because they have the battery down there. This is the space. But in general, I think it's more than enough space for a tall person. So yeah, from my point of view, the quality is good. It's relatively big. Going inside, this is the entrance, and we have those leather seats in combination with Alcantara, and it's kind of a microfiber effect. I'm not sure if it's 100% Alcantara or it's like a fiber, because it's super soft and nice. The feeling, it's really, really great. It's like a microfiber, super soft material. Really like the touch of it. Here on the side, we have some plastic, then Isofix for child. You can install 2 child seats. I love the fact that you don't have a transmission tunnel, so everything is flat there. Even free person can stay with the legs there. Leather here, some storage space here in the back, storage space here. We have the ventilation here, 2 vents here, and the quality of them, it's really good. I like them, and also the design, it's pretty unique. I didn't see until now 2 of them. One you can put it down, one you can put it up. Really cool, or left and right. And then you can choose the temperature from here. You can put it on eco. Then we have 2 USB-C and some storage space down there. Here in the middle, you have also some armrests, 2 cup holders, leather, quite nice. Up here again, the LED lights with touch sensitive buttons. Let me go inside. So you can see behind myself, it is also a person, right? And it's quite a little bit taller than me, and he stay with the legs pretty normal. And look at this. I'm 173 centimeters, and look at the space. I mean, in terms of knee space, for me at least, it's huge. And also the knees stay a little bit higher, maybe 3 centimeters. But for an electric car, it's totally normal. You can stretch a little bit the legs a little bit forward, and then it's just perfect. And you can also, actually, I can stretch my legs completely right now under the front seat. And then you have also a nice ambient light under the seat. So it's relatively good, and it's quite comfortable on the seats. Also on the head, plenty of space. I have like 5, almost 6 fingers over my head. Then you have the handle, the hook here, great visibility outside. Also, you have a window that extends here, so the visibility is good. Not perfect, but it's really, really good. And also you can see the ambient light look really nice, and the quality, it's great where you have your hands. So I can say it's pretty comfortable here. Also in the middle, you have some space here to go. It's leather as well here. Probably it's a little bit stiffer, but in general, it's quite nice. You can see also from this angle in the front the dashboard design and the way it looks. So we have a huge screen in the middle right there. Actually, it's huge. It's almost like a laptop, you know, and you can see a lot of information. And I like the fact that now it's tilted to the driver, so you have a good visibility from the driver point of view. Other than that, the steering wheel is normal, and the head-up display, it's also integrated around the vents right there, so also pretty cool. Also the handles, I don't know if you saw them, I also forget to show you, they are really interesting. We have some new design on the handle. So you put your finger like that and you open it. Look at this. This is super crazy unique. Or you can pull it like that. Really something new, unique things. I love to see that on all the car manufacturers. I want to try also to go in the middle to see how much space I have. And you go in the middle super easy because you have this flat floor, plenty of space on your knees and also on the head. I have like free, it's a little bit less space, free fingers, 3.5 fingers, but in general it's just fine, and I can stretch my hand here so you can have 3 people, but I don't think in the middle will be super comfortable for long trips. But in general you can see that it's plenty of space here. Let's go forward. Let's go in the front. Let's try to go in the front. It's someone there, so we will wait a little bit. All right, so now guys, when it comes to the front door, we have kind of the same material. I mean, Alcantara here in this area. We have ambient light. You can see right now the color are changing. Here is leather with stitches and this blue insertion. On the upper side, we have soft leather as well, glossy plastic, the buttons for the windows. And also you can change from here. They also split it for the front and for the rear windows. Because if you go here and you press rear, you control the rear windows. And if you press it one more time, you control the front wheel. Here you can adjust the mirror electrically. You can lock and unlock the car from here. Plenty of storage space also in the door bands with good quality material down here. You have 2 speakers also on the front door, and then you have the button for the trunk. Down here you have electric adjustable seats, so from here you can adjust the seats forward, backward, the lumbar position, and also you can save 2 position for the electric seat. So also you have massage on your seats, and they use these ergo active seats. So those seats have Volkswagen tested and retested for the back pain. I read about that and they are incredible. I mean, in terms of comfort, the seats are super nice. Then when it comes to pedals, you can see that it is the same pedals like pose and play, so the same as on Volkswagen ID group. Now here in this area, we have also plastic on the down part, but we have a very nice integrated LED down here. Then we have the controllers for the light, and they are very simple to control. It's just a touch sensitive buttons here for rear fog lamps, and also we have the buttons to shortcut to turn on the air, and then we have the front fog lamps. Up here, leather, very good quality stitches, and then we have the air vents. As I showed you before, the air vents cannot be moved with the hand. This is the new trend in auto industry, the fact that those vents are no more physical adjustable, so you have to adjust it from the screen. I will show you a little bit later. And then in the front you can see this small digital cockpit, I should say. It's a very small one. It gives you only the most important information like the range, speed. You can see also the traffic speed limit and all kind of useful information in which gear you are and stuff like that, but nothing complicated. But the car comes also with a head-up display that I will show you. All right, now let's go inside. Now here I want to show you also the seats that I told you before. They are super ergonomic and super comfortable. And Volkswagen, I know they work a lot on those seats. You can also adjust the front part. You have here also the same nice feeling quality material Alcantara, and then you have the side supports. The pedal, you already saw it. And let me go inside also here in the front. The steering wheel, kind of the same steering wheel as Volkswagen use it also on ID group cars. It's heated right now. I think someone turned it on because it's really heated. And what I can test is that it's heated everywhere, even a down part right here, not like in other car models. So everywhere it's heated. But other than that, new logo, we have touch sensitive, again, the controllers for the cruise control. And then on the right side, we have the different settings to change the view on the small cockpit, you know. I mean, the fact that they installed this small digital cockpit allow you to have a much better visibility around the car. And I like that very much, to be honest, because it's much better to have visibility outside. The cockpit sometimes is not very important. It's just only when you look at the speed and some information, but it's great that you have this here. And the good part is that we have a head-up display that this is the newest technology. It's kind of a virtual three-dimensional head-up display directly right here on the windscreen. And to be honest, it's really good quality. I see it, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but it's really bright and you have a lot of information right there. So yeah, nice. We have 2 options. the cockpit and also the head-up display that comes on the car. Now let's go to the multimedia. It's a huge screen. I mean, it's really like a laptop. And what I noticed yesterday, I play a little bit with it, and I noticed that it's quite responsive. You have the navigation, and on the navigation you can see right now, if you set a destination, the car will calculate for you where you should stop, for how long you should stop. You can see you can have to stay there 8 minutes, and then you can drive to the next destination. This is great that now the car can calculate that for you, you know. Let me show you again. Let's stop the route guidance. And if I go to the navigation, let me go again to the navigation, just like that. And then once I'm here in the navigation, let me show you. You can see also until where you can drive from here, from this place, with the battery that you still have. But if you, for example, want to go a little bit more farther away, for example, I want to go in France, right? And if you go here in France, you wait until it calculates, and you will see that the car will calculate the route for you, and it will tell you where you should stop. So if you extend this area right here, you will see that you have to stop at Unity, yeah, so you can charge there, and it tells you for 22 minutes, and then you have to drive again. So then it shows you again where you should stop. So it's really cool system, and it's very responsive. I like that. So it comes really, it's kind of the same as Tesla use. So these days you don't have any reason to not buy a Volkswagen, for example, because it has everything. So you can see where you should stop. You should stop there in France, and then you go directly here, and then in France, and then you go directly to the destination. And also it's very responsive. So I like that very much. Also, if you go in the corner here, get you closer there. So the map, really good. And you can press this button, you can see all the charging stations on the map where you are close here. So this is also another great feature, because on Tesla, again, when you press that supercharger button, it shows you all the charging station. Now on Volkswagen, the same story. You go here, you press the charging button, and then it shows you all the chargers around you. So you can choose to go there. It gives you a lot of information about the charging stations, and this is super useful. So great job. I will give it a 10 from 10 from this point of view. Other than that, up here you have some shortcuts. So it gets you to the vehicle information, it gets you to the park information. You have assistance systems from here. You can change those safety features, lane assist, adaptive cruise control, emergency brake, and all that safety features. Then you have the seats, of course, not available because you don't have the key, and also it's a pre-production model, so we cannot see all the details. But then if you go here, you have all the settings of the car. What I notice is much more responsive than it was before, so I like that. It's super responsive. Here you have all the settings, assistance systems. If you go to the charging here, you can choose also to optimize the charging, the current and charging speed, and how much battery you have, and you can choose to see how much you want to charge it. And also they recommend you to charge it until 80%, because it's a lithium battery, it's not an LFP battery. So that's also something to keep in mind. If we go forward, we have app connectivity. You can connect your phones with Auto, Apple CarPlay. Or if you go on the vehicle, here again you have the status with all the information. If the car have any errors, you can saw it here. If you go to vehicle, again information, but we cannot see. Well, actually, let me go back. I wanna. If you slide left, yeah, it's not working for the moment. And then if you go to drive profile, you can change from eco, comfort, sport, and individual. You can individualize and change those driving modes. And then we have like seats and sound. From the sound, you have so many sound settings from which you can change, and this is also great. I like that. Again, going on the right page, we have Spotify now. We have some new games, for example, and some new application that you can use. And this is the road where the car manufacturers goes these days, because now you can change so many features in the car. Now, where I was, if you go to settings, you can change the language, you can change the units. It's the same kind of the same settings as on the other models. Information here and configuration, you can configure it. But in general, up here you have also some shortcuts that you can choose from, and it works fine. It works really fast. Here is the home button. If you press this one in the center, it will go to the home button, where you can customize what you like to see here. So you can see right now all kind of information about the car. You have the service, you have also the radio, and on the down part is the climatic system with heated seats. So from here you can also go to the climatic system. You can choose the intensity here. You have the driver, you have the passenger, you have also the massage on your seats, and you can choose from here many type of massage. And I see that the seats is already starting. And then you have the position. You can also somehow choose how you like to have it. And here is heated on the seats. And then the climatic system, if you press this button, it will get you to the climatic system. And now, guys, I told you before, you cannot adjust those manually down there, because now you can do it just like that on the touch. The same as Tesla have this system. You can do it up and down, and then you can go here to choose where the air to go to come to me. And I already feel it. You can turn it off by pressing it, and now it goes down or up, depends how you want it. How cool is that? This is the new trend. I saw that in Mercedes, but Mercedes do this automatically, and they change also the vents. And now Volkswagen come with this cool feature. I love it, and I already feel how the air is going down. They are working really, really nice. I'm not sure if they're moving. What? I think they are moving, yeah. Let me show you. Go there. If I go down, yeah, they are moving inside there, so it's an electric. How cool is that? I don't know if you see that on the new Mercedes E-Class. It's the same story. So when you go up and down, it's a plastic there, a pedal that move around. So this is incredible. I mean, great job, Volkswagen. I really like this feature. And then you have heated steering wheel, and you have heated windshield. This button is for heated windshield. The windshield in the winter, you press that button and you defrost it really fast. And other than that, temperature and all other stuff, you can change them from here. Very simple, up and down, or with your finger. Really cool. I want to show you also the tail lights in the back. You can see before in this place on the side, now the tail lights are on, right? But when you turn the signals, they will transform in the turning signals. And I want to show you there on the trunk, if I will be able to let it down. Also, I will put on the screen right now some images with the lights in the front that I did yesterday, so you can saw them a little bit better. So the great part is that you can fold this part down. Let me show you, just like that. So you can have something long to carry, and in the same time have two passengers in the back here. Really useful stuff. But in general, look at the ambient light. Plenty of storage space in the car, plenty of space here on the legs room. Really good built car. It feels really good quality in the interior. On the down part, you already saw it here. I will wait a little bit until I can leave the trunk down to show you the lights as well, and then we will end up the video. Check this out, guys. All over the back of the car, it's a nice bar of light, and it looks really gorgeous. The thing is that when you lock the car and unlock it, it has a nice playing light there. So it's really beautiful. All right, guys, so that was the brand new ID.7 and his information. I hope you get some useful information from here, because there are so many people, and it's incredible hard to make a proper review and to show you in details, and also quite complicated to do that. But if you like the car, if you want to order it, you can already customize it, and you can already order it, but it will come on the market next year, probably at the start of the next year. Also, this version right here is the version with 77 kilowatt hour battery, and it can go up to 600 kilometers in range. You saw this before. So that was the video. I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much to all of you that are watching my videos. As soon as I get the car for a test drive, proper review, I will do it. So yeah, again, thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I see you soon in the next one. Bye, guys.